ABC Columbia News at 6.
Good evening. I'm Josh Berry. Thank you so much for joining us.
And I'm Rochelle Dean. We are live from Maine and Gervais. Well, tonight, a Columbia family faces their father's accuser and the killer in court. Charles Cusco's murder was unsolved for 2 years, but last month, Columbia police made 2 arrests.
One of the suspects, the man's nephew, was in court today. Alexis Frazier joins us live tonight from the courthouse with the latest. Alexis.
You guys, inside this Richland County courthouse earlier today, Charles Cusco's daughters say that their cousin, Brandon Barham, is actually capable of murdering his own flesh and blood. They also said that he poses a serious threat to society and that he has nothing to lose. However, his attorney says that Barham actually has a lot to lose. If you remember, Barham is facing murder and conspiracy charges for the death of Charles Cusco. And officers say Barham served as a lookout when Floyd Owen broke into Cusco's home in September of 2015 and shot him several times. The judge ended up granting Barham a $250,000 bond. Cusco's daughters say with Barham's track record, he'll be right back behind bars.
He'll mess up and he'll end right back up in jail. So he's known for messing up. He's known for making bad decisions. And so we'll wait for that day. And until then, we'll just keep on getting justice for our dad.
Well, tonight at 11, hear how Cusco's daughters will continue to fight for justice for their dad. In Richland County, Alexis Frazier, ABC Columbia News.
All right, Alexis, thanks so much. The South Carolina prison escapee captured in Texas after an intense manhunt is back in South Carolina tonight.
Correction officials say Jimmy Causey arrived at a South Carolina prison just before 3 p.m. today. Officials say Causey escaped last week using drones, wire cutters, and cell phones. All right, time to get a quick check of your forecast, and it looks like we've still got a little bit of sun shining bright outside.
That's right. Chief Meteorologist John Farley joining us now. And John, it seems the recurring theme is pop-up showers, cooling things off. We're counting on that tonight again.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed, huh? But not too many out there. Basically, it's still pretty hot. Look at this. Here are the temperatures. Warmest spots about mid-90s, but again, that's not the whole deal. The deal is the humidity. More than triple digits is what it feels like from Lexington all the way over to Manning. So very sticky out there tonight. And I will tell you, there's one significant storm. This is zoomed in, by the way. This is looking west-southwest from our live camera. And this is actually beyond Lexington County. We're looking at this storm down here, down toward Aiken. Now, that is going to generally drift in our direction, but that's not going to be enough to take the edge off by any means. There's another one over here in Sumter. And again, that one not doing very much either. So the story for this evening is this: 90s now, and then eventually we'll drop into the 80s. So it's going to be a very warm and sticky evening here. Winds coming out of the south, but not doing very much. Here's tomorrow morning. Once again, it's warm. See temperatures starting out upper 70s, low 80s, and during the day tomorrow it will be similar to today, maybe a degree or two warmer. Here's a look at it. Mid 90s, hot and sticky. A few, not too many, scattered late day storms. Over to you two.
Thanks, Sean. The city of Columbia is helping the 2015 flood victims navigate the recovery process. Today, the city held the second in a series of disaster recovery sessions. Residents were able to look at recovery maps, learn about possible grant eligibility, and the best programs to fit their needs.
Well, it's very gratifying to assist those who really just have worked hard to pay for their homes, have not been able to make all of the repairs, and they're very happy to know that there's additional monies that they could probably get their homes fixed with.
The city will hold another flood recovery meeting this Monday, June 17th at 6 p.m. at the Laurie Center.
A Midlands deputy gaining national attention for his involvement in a dramatic chase that involved a 2-year-old on live TV will be honored tonight. Deputy Chris Mastriani was asked to throw the first pitch at tonight's Fireflies game. He agreed, taking to Twitter saying, "I'd be more than honored to represent all the great first responders of the Midlands." Fireflies will take on the Greensboro Grasshoppers around 7 this evening. And state lawmakers have taken aim at a growing problem of opioid abuse in South Carolina. They've announced a legislative committee to study how the state can fight the abuse of painkillers.
And now a new gadget on the market might actually help in that fight. ABC Columbia's Angela Rogers explains.
Opioid abuse is on the rise, but with helpful gadgets like these, CVS is hoping to help their clients keep track.
It's basically like a stopwatch in the cap, so every time they remove the cap, it resets, and then when they replace it, it restarts, telling them when the last dosage of their medication was taken.
Timer Cap is one of many new products on store shelves in hopes to curb prescription abuse and misuse. Pharmacist Tara Jones says it's for anyone who struggles with keeping track of time in between doses.
Even just busy moms that can't keep track of when they took their medication, I think it's a great tool for any patient to use just to help them keep some awareness about when their last dosage was taken.
Or making sure no one else is dipping into your medicine cabinet.
As a parent, it would allow you to be able to see when your bottle was last opened, so that would definitely give you some comfort knowing when, if you were the last person to access that medication.
Timer Cap CEO Larry Twersky has a personal reason why he takes prescription abuse to heart.
My mom was addicted to prescription pain meds as early as I can remember. And I know firsthand what it can do to a family. And what it did to our family is something that I don't want to see happen to other families.
Twersky says the first step for families to take is making sure they know the dangers associated with the medications in their home and being vigilant for how quickly medications can disappear.
They should understand what an opioid is because it doesn't usually go by the name opioid. It will say hydrocodone, it will say oxy. And you need to understand that opioids are highly addictive.
As you can see in the package, you have 2 standard size caps with 1 larger one, and these are sold nationwide. From West Columbia, Angela Rogers, ABC Columbia News.
An exciting and esteemed honor was given to one of the state's oldest residents today.
108-year-old Donella Brown Wilson received the Order of the Palmetto today. ABC Columbia's Gabrielle Franklin was there for that ceremony.
Surrounded by friends and family, Miss Donella Brown Wilson received the highest civilian honor in the state from Governor McMaster.
Donella Brown Wilson, the Order of the Palmetto.
Community members and area leaders alike came out to witness Donella Wilson receive the Order of the Palmetto, a prestigious honor awarded in recognition of contributions to our state. The longtime resident of the Waverly community is known for being a civic leader and a staple in her neighborhood.
Ms. Wilson has been a mentor and a friend, a role model for so many of us for so many years, and to see her receive the highest honor that our state has to offer from the governor was a significant accomplishment.
Wilson's youngest daughter, Minnie, says though her mother's body may not be as strong as it used to be, her mind is still sharp, and she was eager to hear about the governor's presentation.
We are so happy that they could do it while she was alive, and that she has a certain response to it, because even if she had passed and they gave it to her, we would love it too. But I'm glad that she was alive and could understand what the governor had done.
Now, it is rare that you see an Order of the Palmetto ceremony happen outside of the State House, but Wilson's daughter Minnie says the governor agreed to come to her for this special occasion. In the studio, Gabrielle Franklin, ABC Columbia News.
What an honor.
It was a special story indeed.
Oh, yes, it is. All right. Keep it right here. Coming up next, don't grab that cookie when craving a snack.
New ways to stay away from sugar. The story coming up on ABC Columbia News at 6.
From Manager Bay, this is ABC Columbia News with Josh Berry, Alicia Barnes, weather with Chief Meteorologist John Farley, and sports with Mike Gillespie. Experience ABC Columbia News at 6.